Here's the simple truth. Some vitamins can be bad for you after age 65, and some are really good to take every day. What if the vitamins you take each morning are actually harming you? A big study showed that older people taking the wrong vitamins have a much higher chance of dying early. This is real information from doctors. One bad vitamin can even make your brain smaller. Another one makes you more likely to have a stroke, nerve problems, or heart failure, even if you take the normal amount. You might be taking it every day. When you're over 65, your body changes. Your liver works slower. Your kidneys don't clean out waste as well. Your nerves are more delicate. Bad vitamins can build up, hurt your cells, and cause problems that you think are just part of getting old. But it's not just age, and you can often avoid it. In this video, we'll show you the 4 vitamins you should not take after 65, and the 4 you really need to start taking daily. Make sure to watch until the end, because one of the good vitamins was shown in a big European study to lower the chance of dying from anything by 36%. Before we start, tell us in the comments where you are watching from. First, let's talk about the bad vitamins. The first one sounds safe, but for older adults, it can cause serious problems over time. Number 4, Vitamin A, the retinol kind. Vitamin A sounds good, right? It helps your eyes, your body fight off sickness, and your skin. But for people over 65, especially if you take multivitamins or supplements made from liver, too much vitamin A, the kind called retinol, can slowly build up in your body and become harmful. Here's something most people don't know. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it in your liver and fat, instead of washing it out like some other vitamins. As you get older, your liver slows down, and your body fat changes. The vitamin A you take today stays in your body and adds up. Over time, too much becomes poisonous. The signs are easy to miss: dry skin, feeling dizzy, blurry vision, and sore joints. You might think it's just getting older, but it could be vitamin poisoning, especially if you take more than 2,000 to 3,000 micrograms a day from pills. It can get worse. A 2022 study found that older adults taking too much vitamin A had a 25% higher chance of getting atrial fibrillation. That's an uneven heartbeat that really raises your stroke risk after 65. If you are over 65 and still take a supplement with retinol, you should think again. Your body needs vitamin A, yes, but not this kind. You can get plenty from foods like sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, and eggs. In food, it's usually beta-carotene, which is safer because your body only turns it into vitamin A when it needs it. So, you can't really overdose on it from food. Check your multivitamin label. If it has more than 700 micrograms a day for women or 900 for men, it can be dangerous if you take it for a long time. The safest thing to do: stop taking the man-made kind and get it from real food. That's the first warning. Get ready for vitamin number 3, which is even more dangerous and often suggested to older people without proper checks. Number 3, iron as a pill. Iron is important, but for older people, iron pills can be a hidden danger. If you're over 65 and still taking iron just to be safe, it could be doing more harm than good. Most people think iron fights tiredness. Doctors give it for anemia. It's often in multivitamins for seniors that say they help with tiredness or weak nails. But here's what most people don't hear. After 65, your body doesn't lose iron like it used to. And that iron doesn't go away. It builds up. Unlike some nutrients, iron is mostly stored in your liver, heart, and pancreas. Over time, too much iron causes stress that damages your cells, makes tissues swell, and ages your organs from the inside. It also helps create bad things called lipid peroxides, which are linked to Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart disease. The problem is, very few older people actually need to take extra iron. Men stop losing iron after they're young. Women stop after menopause. Unless a doctor says you have low iron, or you've lost blood from an operation, stomach ulcers, or a long-term illness, you probably get enough from your food. Meats, beans, leafy green vegetables, and even cereals with added iron give you iron naturally. When you add a pill on top of that, you can cause long-term harm. The signs of too much iron are easy to miss: sore joints, feeling tired, memory problems, or your heart beating strangely. It's often mistaken for normal aging. But that extra iron is damaging the brain, liver, and heart. And unlike low iron, which your doctor can fix easily, High iron takes time to fix, and the damage might already be done. If you're taking a multivitamin with iron, stop and check with your doctor. Ask for tests to check your iron levels. If they are high, you might need to eat less red meat and stop all iron pills right away. A better idea: choose multivitamins that say iron-free, especially for seniors. Iron might be good when you're young, but at 65 and older, it's like adding fuel to a fire your body is too weak to put out. Ready for vitamin number 2. This one is even more common. Many well-meaning older people take it daily, and it might be slowly weakening their bones and muscles without them knowing. Number 2. Calcium as a pill by itself. For many years, calcium has been known for bone health. You see it in ads for older people, in doctors' offices, and in almost every multivitamin for strong bones. But here's what most people over 65 don't know. Calcium pills, especially when taken alone, can actually raise your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and dangerous hardening of your arteries. This is not to scare you, it's based on science. Calcium is needed, yes, but where it ends up in your body is more important than how much you take. When you're young, your bones soak up calcium easily with help from hormones. But after 65, especially for women after menopause and older men, this system slows down. Bones don't soak it up well. And the extra calcium doesn't just go away. It goes where it shouldn't, into your soft parts, your joints, and worst of all, your arteries. Most older people aren't told this. They take calcium thinking it will protect their bones, but their body can't send it to the right place without help. Instead of making bones stronger, it makes arteries harder. Instead of protecting you from broken bones, it raises your stroke risk. Even worse, calcium pills can cause stomach problems, bloating, make it hard to go to the bathroom, and stop your body from taking in other important minerals like zinc and iron. And if you take medicine for acid reflux, which many older people do, your stomach won't take in calcium well anyway. So, you end up with bad digestion, no help for your bones, and more stress on your heart. So, what's better? Get calcium from food. Leafy greens, sardines with bones, yogurt, almonds, and chia seeds all have calcium that your body can use more easily and safely. Your body takes in and uses calcium from food better, without the risks of taking too much in pills. And if you need more, make sure it's with vitamin D3 and vitamin K2, which helps send calcium to your bones and keep it out of your arteries. If your multivitamin has 500 to 1,000 milligrams of calcium and you already eat foods with a lot of calcium, it's time to think about your plan. Your bones need more than just calcium. They need balance, movement, and the right help. And your heart needs you to keep calcium where it belongs, not where it hurts. Next is vitamin number 1, the most dangerous one of all for older people. It's often recommended, people often take it themselves, and it's strongly linked to memory loss, muscle loss, and even death when taken without checking with a doctor. Number 1. Vitamin B6, in large amounts. This one surprises most people. Vitamin B6 is often seen as safe, something you take for energy, to help your nerves, or to think more clearly. It's in many multivitamins. Doctors suggest it. But after 65, large amounts of vitamin B6 can quietly damage your nervous system, reduce your muscle strength, and give you problems that look like aging, but are really from too much of the vitamin. Here's what most people don't realize. Vitamin B6 dissolves in water, so it seems safe, right? Your body should get rid of any extra. But B6 is different. When you take a lot, especially from pills, it builds up in your nerve tissues. Once it does, it becomes harmful to your nerves. That means it starts damaging your sensory nerves, leading to tingling, numbness, burning feet, balance problems, and even weak muscles. Many older people with these problems are wrongly told they have nerve damage from diabetes or just old age, when the real reason is too much B6. The official safe limit for vitamin B6 is 100 milligrams a day, but studies show that even 50 milligrams a day over time can cause problems in older adults. And many energy drinks, brain pills, and nerve support products have 100% to 250% of the daily limit in one dose. If you take those on top of your multivitamin and foods with added B6, you can easily get to harmful levels without knowing it. Once nerve damage starts, it's slow to get better. Older people are especially at risk because their bodies process things slower, their liver doesn't clear things out as well, and they might already have conditions like diabetes or thyroid problems that put stress on their nerves. So, what's safe? You still need vitamin B6, but not too much. The daily suggested amount is 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men. You'll get plenty from foods like chickpeas, tuna, turkey, bananas, and cereals with added B6. Unless a doctor has found you have a real B6 shortage, confirmed by a blood test, you do not need to take this vitamin in large amounts. If your multivitamin or nerve product has more than 5 to 10 milligrams of B6 per dose, it's time to change. Switch to a product made for older people or ask a doctor to test your levels. When it comes to B6, more is not better. After 65, more might mean nerve damage that doesn't go away. That covers the 4 dangerous vitamins older people should never take without a doctor's advice. Now, let's talk about the 4 most important vitamins you should take daily after 65. We'll list them from important to most important. Number 4, magnesium, the kind your body can use. Magnesium is a nutrient that many older people don't get enough of, but it's very important. By the time you're over 65, your body's magnesium levels have likely dropped a lot. That's because as you get older, you don't absorb it as well, your kidneys get rid of more, and many common medicines like water pills, acid blockers, and blood pressure pills take magnesium out of your body even faster. The result is feeling tired, muscle cramps, trouble sleeping, feeling anxious, uneven heartbeat, and even problems with insulin. These problems start slowly, so they often get mistaken for just getting old. But when magnesium levels are fixed, older people often say they sleep better, have better balance, fewer cramps, and even think more clearly. Magnesium is key for over 300 processes in the body. It controls blood pressure, helps nerves and muscles work, and helps keep blood sugar steady. It also keeps your heart rhythm normal and your brain working right. In fact, not having enough magnesium has been directly linked to a higher risk of dementia, atrial fibrillation, and even type 2 diabetes. But not all magnesium pills work well. Many common ones like magnesium oxide are hard for your body to use and often cause stomach problems. The best kinds for older people are easier for your body to absorb, like magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, or magnesium malate. These are gentler on the stomach and better used by older bodies. The right amount for older people is around 250 to 400 milligrams a day, depending on what you eat and your health. You can also get magnesium from foods like leafy greens, avocados, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and black beans. But because there's less magnesium in food these days due to farming, taking a pill is often needed, especially if you take several medicines. Next up, vitamin number 3. It helps with over 1,000 things your cells do, supports your body's fight against sickness, and could greatly lower your risk of cancer and lung infections after age 65. But before we go on, if you've liked the video so far, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 3. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 isn't just for bones. It's one of the most important hormones in your whole body. Yes, it's actually a hormone. And after 65, your body's ability to make it naturally drops by more than half. That's because your skin doesn't turn sunlight into vitamin D as well as it used to. And if you're inside more often, wear sunscreen, or live in a place with less sun, your levels can drop without you knowing. The results are serious. Low vitamin D3 has been linked to feeling tired, thinning bones, weak muscles, a weak immune system, and a higher risk of infection. But what's even more worrying is the link to long-term diseases. A big 2020 review in a medical journal found that older people with low vitamin D had a 50% higher risk of lung infections and a 30% higher risk of dying from any cause. That includes heart disease, diabetes, and even some cancers. Vitamin D3 directly helps your immune system find and fight off dangers. It turns on immune cells, reduces long-term swelling, and helps your body fix damaged parts. That's why people with higher D3 levels not only get sick less often, they also get better faster. And in the brain, D3 helps with memory, thinking, and mood. Low levels have been strongly linked to depression and a higher risk of dementia in older adults. But here's the problem. Most older people don't have enough, and most multivitamins don't have enough to fix it. The suggested amount from food and sun is 600 to 800 international units, IU, a day. But studies show that most older adults need 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily just to keep healthy blood levels. If your D3 levels are already low, and many are, especially in winter, You might need even more, with a doctor's help. The best kind to take is cholecalciferol or D3, not D2. It's used better by your body, works better, and is closer to what your body makes naturally from sunlight. You can take it as a liquid, soft gel, or capsule. And it's best taken with food, especially meals that have some fat. Next is vitamin number 2, a very important nutrient that many people don't realize they need. It powers your red blood cells, nerves, and brain. And yet many older people are low on it, leading to weakness, memory problems, and even being wrongly told they have dementia. Number 2. Vitamin B12. If you're over 65, there's a very real chance you're already low in vitamin B12 and don't know it. The signs are small at first, feeling tired, bad memory, tingling in your hands or feet. But over time, not having enough B12 can become serious. It looks like dementia. It weakens your legs. It affects your balance, and it often isn't found until lasting damage has already happened. Vitamin B12 is vital for nerve health, making red blood cells, and brain function. But as we age, our stomach can't absorb it from food as well. That's because older adults make less stomach acid, which is needed to get B12 from the protein in meat, eggs, or dairy. Add in common medicines like antacids or metformin, and the problem gets worse. The result? You can be eating all the right foods and still slowly become low in B12. This isn't just about memory either. Low B12 can also cause weakness in the legs, unsteady walking, and falls. That's because your nerves in your arms and legs start having problems. Many older people think it's arthritis or just getting older, but the truth may be something much simpler that can be fixed. So, how do you fix it? First, stop just relying on food. Once you're over 60, B12 from food is poorly absorbed. Unless your stomach acid is strong. The better choice is B12 pills in the form of methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. These don't need the stomach and are taken in directly through your mouth or gut. The ideal amount for older people is between 500 micrograms and 1,000 micrograms per day, though some people need more based on lab tests. B12 dissolves in water, so your body gets rid of any extra. You can take it as a tablet, a small pill that dissolves under your tongue, or a shot once a week if you are very low. If you're over 65 and haven't had your B12 checked recently, ask your doctor for a test. It could be the most important number in your blood work. Because if your B12 is low, everything else in your body has to work harder. And if it's fixed, your brain, muscles, and nerves can work like you're 10 years younger. Coming up next is vitamin number 1, the single most important vitamin for adults over 65. It protects your heart, brain, bones, and immune system. And in one big European study, it was linked to a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Number 1, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. This isn't your usual vitamin, but for people over 65, omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, are as important as any nutrient on this list. These good fats have been studied more than almost any other supplement, and the results are clear. Omega-3s protect your brain, your heart, your joints, and even help you live longer. Let's look at the science. A very large 2021 study looked at more than 42,000 adults over age 60. Those with the highest omega-3 levels in their blood had a 36% lower risk of dying from any cause. That's right. Omega-3s weren't just linked to heart health. They were linked to staying alive longer. Another study showed that taking omega-3 pills reduced the risk of deadly heart attacks in older people by over 45%. These numbers are big, and the effect on how good your life is might be even bigger. Your body needs EPA and DHA to build brain tissue, reduce swelling, keep blood vessels flexible, and control the rhythm in your heart. Without enough omega-3s, older adults are more likely to have memory loss, uneven heartbeats, joint pain, and faster aging in all parts of their body. Yet, here's the shocking part. Over 68% of Americans over 60 don't get enough omega-3s simply because they don't eat enough fatty fish or take the right pills. The best source is cold water fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. But to get the amount your aging body truly needs, food usually isn't enough. That's where good fish oil pills come in. Look for one that gives at least 1,000 milligrams of both EPA and DHA per day. If you have heart problems or long-term swelling, you may need 2,000 milligrams or more, with your doctor's advice. Choose one that's tested to be pure, free of bad metals, and if possible, in a form called triglyceride for better absorption. Take it with a meal to lessen any fishy taste. And if you're vegan or allergic to fish, there are great omega-3 pills made from algae that give you DHA directly. Omega-3s aren't just about stopping heart attacks or strokes. They help you think clearer, move easier, sleep deeper, and age better. They actually make up the structure of your brain and help your cells talk to each other. And when you're over 65, that's not an extra, it's something you must have. For older people looking to stay sharp, steady, and strong well into their later years, omega-3s are the closest thing we have to a health insurance policy in a pill. They don't just help you live longer, they help you stay you longer. You've just learned the truth about vitamins after 65. Some can help you live longer, think clearer, and stay strong. But others could be slowly taking your strength, making your brain foggy, and putting your heart at risk. Even when the label says, for seniors, it's not about taking more. It's about taking smarter. You need the right nutrients in the right form at the right amount for your age, your body, and your future. That means cutting out the bad extras and finally giving your cells the support they need to keep you alive, moving, and sharp. So, what's in your medicine cabinet right now? Comment below and tell us which vitamin surprised you the most. Click the like button if this opened your eyes, and click subscribe. We explain the science that keeps you living stronger, longer. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.